We're doing a little bit of an impromptu video today. It's not quite a podcast episode. Did you see that ludicrous display last night, Joshua?
No.
Neither did I. I don't know who is playing. I don't see how you can possibly watch American football, but it doesn't matter.
Now the Americans have gone. Welcome everyone else.
Welcome everyone else. But we're not here to talk about them.
We're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about Deadpool 3, and this is our 10 things you may have missed from the Deadpool 3 trailer. 10 things, very loose 10 things. Could be more, could be less.
First thing is it's not called Deadpool 3 anymore.
That's true. It's called Deadpool and Wolverine. Very exciting. I did see that Disney put in a trademark for a couple of names this week, including Deadpool and Friends, Deadpool 3, Deadpool and Wolverine. So it's great to see that Deadpool and Wolverine has been nailed down. It's very exciting.
I think that's the best one.
Yeah, I think so. So the trailer opens up with a little birthday cake. Lovely little handmade cake. And a very, what is that? Looks like a blue screened photo. That isn't a real photo. That
it's
definitely
not.
green, and then it's been composited afterwards.
Yeah, that does look really fake.
But that's him and all of his friends.
And it's just his first birthday as well. He's only 1 year. He only had one candle. So I didn't realise all of this was like he was actually a baby, and that's why he's so like bold and ugly. He just hasn't grown yet.
He has a lovely set of locks now. This screenshot is when he first mentions Disney. So he's still breaking that fourth wall very much. Says about pegging, which isn't new for him, but very new for Disney.
Yeah, well, that's just the first of many references in this to the fact that Deadpool films were made by 21st Century Fox, got bought by Disney, they stopped making the X-Men films, and now they're kind of trying to reintroduce them, but in the MCU, and so that's what this is all about. It's a very... The whole film is just a convoluted way of getting a character into the MCU.
We do have all of his friends here, and I feel like this is going to be maybe the only time you see them in the film, is at the start, and then he gets whisked away.
Yeah.
So here we have Negasonic Teenage Warhead and Yukio, followed by Shatterstar, Dupinda, and Colossus.
I didn't know Shatterstar was his friend particularly. I forgot that he survived.
Where's Zeitgeist? I want him back. I want more Bill Skarsgård. I know it's because he's too much money, but get him back.
That's true. I wonder if Thingy's there. Brad Pitt, the Invisible Man.
Vanisher.
Vanisher, that's it. Yeah, maybe he is. Who knows?
Here we have Blind Owl. We have Friend from the Bar, bearded friend from the bar.
I think he's called
everyone's
Buck.
Favourite character.
Buck. What's his name? I think his name's Buck.
Buck from the bar. And you said your favourite character, Weasel, played by TJ Miller, isn't in this.
I know, yeah. Well, he's my favourite
actor,
favourite character. Well, that is weird because obviously he would be because he's meant to be Wade's best friend, TJ Miller. I can't even remember what he's done these days. It was a while ago, but he did something that got him cancelled.
He got killed in Transformers: Age of Extinction, didn't he?
He did, yeah. He got like exploded.
Yeah.
By a Decepticon.
Yeah. So maybe that was real life.
I guess it was because he's not been in a film since 2014. Apart from Deadpool 2. I don't know. Will they reference it? Will they not? I don't know. But he said
I think they will.
But I feel like it's really awkward to mention it. But TJ Miller mentioned like years ago that there's no way he's getting invited back, and that he was also slagging off Ryan Reynolds. He said, "Oh no, we were never friends. We never liked each other." It's like,
classic.
He's saying how Ryan Reynolds was really like rude and horrible to him when filming. And it's like, I think you're just backpedaling because you're fired. To be honest.
Yeah.
You're just trying to play the victim.
Butthurt. And then finally we have everyone's favourite superhero, Peter.
Oh, Peter was great.
I couldn't remember this until you had said before the video started. Marina Baccarin as Vanessa. Completely forgot that she was time travelled back alive at the end of the second one.
Yeah, which kind of, I guess, undoes the whole point of the film. I actually really like Deadpool 2. And yes, so it ends with he uses Cable's time travel device to bring her back to life, bring X-Force back to life.
Yes.
And,
yeah.
Or rather just like stop them from dying. And then he goes and kills the terrible version of Deadpool in X-Men Origins Wolverine. He kills Ryan Reynolds for accepting the Green Lantern script. And in the extended one, I don't think it's in the actual movie, he goes to kill baby Hitler and decides not to.
So I think that sets up the whole reason why this plot happens. So we do get our first reveal of the TVA in this. Presumably they do a similar kind of low-key deal here. That obviously Deadpool isn't a part of the main universe.
Yeah.
So in terms of canon, you now have Loki, who is overseeing all of these timelines that are branching everywhere, which is allowing the Fox universe to stay. With that, he's even broken the Fox universe by going back in time and changing things and saving people who shouldn't be there. So I do feel like there's a big Loki situation going on here.
Well,
where he's being captured and being forced to work for the TVA.
Yeah. I've got sort of mixed views in it, because I liked the first season of Loki a lot, and in the second series I was a bit more like, I don't know, like fatigued by it, and just the whole Marvel multiverse, like all of this stuff is just, I don't find it anywhere near as interesting as like the Infinity Saga was. When there was some Thanos setting up and some bad stuff happening, but multiverse, it literally just seems like a lazy excuse to put in cameos.
100%, and I'm exactly the same as you. I hope that this isn't an excuse just to do look at this, look at this, look at this.
Yeah, I mean, we'll talk about some cameos later. There's some more that are confirmed but aren't in the trailer.
But here we do have Matthew McFadden playing the same character from Succession. He's playing Tom. So that's confirmed, same universe.
I think it's weird how he's wearing like a normal suit. Everyone in the TVA has like weird reverse suits and that, like their collars are too big. They're like the lapel on Mobius's suit is like indented rather than like over. He's just very normal. And I think in general the TVA looks a bit. I think the TVA cinematography in Loki is absolutely stunning. It's like so beautifully done. I don't think it looks quite as good here, but I'm guessing it's a different team.
So it seems like Matthew McFadden will be Deadpool's handler, similar to Owen Wilson in Loki. So here we have Deadpool's introduction. So this is the classic Loki scene where the Loki in Loki is a different Loki to the Loki we know. So he needs to be caught up via TV. So he got caught up his entire character arc there. So Deadpool is being filled in a very similar way here. So you have footage from other MCU films playing, like Civil War, the Avengers films, and there's also another video you saw.
There was some Ryan Reynolds' YouTube channel at one point, dressed as Deadpool in a tuxedo accepting an Emmy, and that's one of the videos that's playing as well. So I guess like
that's canon. Deadpool winning an Emmy, that's canon. So next we have just a lovely picture of Mr. Paul himself, but you can see that he's stapled the wig to his head.
Oh, that's what it is.
You still have clumps of hair coming out of his head.
Yeah, why has he got clumps of hair now if it is all burnt off?
Yeah.
I do think...
I think it's because he stapled the wig to his head.
Oh, that makes sense. I think he looks like less horrifying here than in the other films. Like his skin's a bit lumpy and he looks a bit fatter, but he doesn't really look that bad unless it's meant to have like healed. But next shot we see him in his suit for the first time.
We do. It's looking very good. Very dynamic. It always looks very good, the Deadpool suit.
Well, it was the same suit in the first two.
The expressive eyes as well.
I think he had a different belt or something. But then this new one it's a lot more vibrant and I think sort of minimalist, less like weathering on it. But I really like it. It looks kind of more like in the comics.
It does. Very excited. I imagine he'll have different suits in this. Like he had the almost white X-Force one in Deadpool 2, where he came out covered in ash. So I wouldn't be surprised if there were more Deadpool variants in this. Like we know Dogpool is confirmed. There was
one of like a Deadpool variant in a very like pristine looking suit, and he's got like long hair and a man bun. So we know there are variants.
You do see Wolverine in his famous white suit, eye patch look. He did have kind of the nickname Patch at this point, but this is from his adventures in Madripoor.
I mean, we don't know for sure he's got his eye patched, but it does look like that's a reference to.
I just love the hair.
It is cool.
That's what I want to say. It's sick. It's nice that, I know it's a big criticism of the Fox X-Men, that they were kind of known for teasing a lot of comic accurate costumes and never following through. So like the end of the Wolverine, you did see his yellow suit, never wore it.
I think that was a deleted scene.
It was, yes. Yeah. And at
his
the
mask
end
looked incredible.
Oh, it was great.
But he never wore it.
At the end of, was it X-Men Apocalypse?
Yes,
you see the new team in like comic accurate costumes,
and then in the next film they're in the worst costumes ever.
So it's very nice to see more respect to that sense.
I did like the sort of black suits and I did like when they all sort of dressed like a team, and I think First Class, I really liked their suits. They're all like kind of individual to the person, but they're the same like blue and yellow colour scheme, and like black and yellow definitely. In the other ones. But I get that, and I think it's also part is superhero movies in the 2000s were kind of like ashamed to be superhero movies in a way, like some of the aesthetics, like same with the Christopher Nolan Batman films, they were kind of as unsilly as they could possibly get away with before making it something else entirely.
Next we have a look at the leaked photo that I think everyone's seen if you've been keeping up with Deadpool 3. It's the broken 20th Century Fox logo.
Yeah.
I don't know where this is. I don't know if this is like a destroyed universe or one that's gone to ruin that Deadpool's been sent into.
I mean, it seems to me like it's like... Oh, I don't remember the name of the place, but in Loki Season 1, in the, I think, penultimate episode, they're in like a sort of barren wasteland, and there's little Easter eggs. There's Throg, the like frog version of Thor. There's the Thanos copter. Like, it's all these just pruned bits of waste from various different timelines. And this is, although it looks aesthetically different, having the big logo there kind of makes me feel like it's possibly the same place or a similar place.
if it's from a pruned universe. I mean, you do, at a point, I don't think I have a screenshot of it, you do see a cloud take up a TVA agent, and it looks a lot like the Alioth, which was the big smoke thing from the end of Loki Series 1.
Okay, I was thinking when you said big smoke thing, remember in Fantastic when instead of showing, like, they just had Galactus as like a big cloud in space?
That wasn't Fantastic, that was Fantastic Four.
Was it
2, The Rise of the Silver Surfer?
Was it? Okay, I haven't seen that.
Next screenshot, we see a helicarrier there in the corner. Whether that's the helicarrier from the MCU or the helicarrier from the climax of Deadpool 1, I know it was never officially named as such.
I think it was
that's
like
where he fights Ajax at the end.
It was like implied to be that, but they didn't have the rights back then. But yeah, I never noticed that yet. But it's the wing of one. Do you know what this big solar beam thing is?
I have no idea.
And who the
I really have no idea.
next to it is?
You don't really get given a lot in this trailer.
But that's good because it's only a first look.
It is good. The only recurring X-Men character that you do see, so from outside of the Deadpool films, other than Big Wolverine himself, is Aaron Stanford's Pyro.
It is. Now, until you told me, like in a message chat, I didn't even recognise him because it must have been Days of Future Past when we last saw him, was that? So that was 10 years ago. So I didn't recognise him.
It may have just been X-Men Last Stand. I don't even know if he was in.
I'm pretty sure
Days
Pyro
of
was
Future
in.
Past, was he?
I'm pretty sure Pyro was in Days of Future Past.
Oh.
But I mean, I think he was in it for like a few seconds and was killed by a Sentinel. Like Iceman did it a bit and then he was killed. He wasn't like one of the ones who was in the room with them throughout. Yeah.
Next we have Deadpool with his hand up. So I do wonder whether he'll try and do a similar thing to the highway fight scene from Deadpool 1.
Yeah.
Because this is when he hides behind one of the cars and says, wait.
The shot is very, very similar, yeah.
Yes. That guy's wearing his brown pants because he's going to poo himself.
In fact, this forest, apart from the snow, almost looks like where Wolverine was killed in Logan.
Yeah, I was thinking it looks like the start of Age of Ultron.
Yeah, it looks like that too. Yeah. Well, there was snow at that 20th Century Fox bit, so I don't know if... this is like a world of all different scenes from different
I wonder
movies.
if we'll get the two Quicksilvers in this.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
So here we have our second look at Wolverine. Still in the same wasteland, but before we get onto the money shot of his shadow, on the left of the frame here, there is a comic for Secret Wars.
Oh, yeah, so there
which is one of the upcoming Avengers films, unless it all changes with
Unless
Kang.
it's just the only one, because what they're doing with Kang, who knows?
Who knows?
Was the Kang dynasty meant to be before or after Secret Wars?
Before,
okay.
But now he's been written out of the climax of Loki. He's kind of not relevant anymore.
Yeah, I mean, they haven't confirmed, but it seems like they'll probably just drop the whole storyline. I'd rather they just recast him. I just don't want my time wasted. Like, they set him up as this huge thing, and then how can they possibly just stop that?
And then Ant-Man killed him.
Unless, I mean, I guess they do that line at the end of Loki where it's like, oh, we're keeping an eye on them. One of them had a problem with Ant-Man. Maybe in Deadpool 3, in the TVA, he'll be like, oh yeah, so we got all the Kangs. I don't know. But Secret Wars is going ahead, supposedly. Secret
Wars is going to happen, definitely. And then finally we have Deadpool on the floor with the old claws. The only claw action you get in this is from Wolverine's shadow. I imagine they're saving this reveal for a later trailer.
Yeah, I kind of thought we'd see him more clearly since there was that photo release of him in his full costume.
Yeah.
But it's fine. I think it's all right doing it like this. It's like you said, it's the first teaser.
Yeah, and then a look at the title. I don't know if that'll be the final one, but it's great.
I assume so. Yeah, it looks really nice. It's still in the Wolverine is like the same font and like scratch metal look, but it's his color scheme. Yeah, really nice.
Yeah, very run down.
And I like how it's sort of. I don't know how the split will be in the film, like between like Deadpool screen time, Wolverine screen time, but this kind of implies he's in it quite a lot.
Yeah.
Which I love because although I've seen Wolverine in. I don't know how many movies, loads. It's going to be good to see him again because I know it's going to be a different He's got his different suit. Will he act more like in the comics? Don't know.
Will he be a little man like he is in the comics? Like 5'7"?
He looks
Who knows?
about the same height as Deadpool in that shot. But yeah, will he have a cigar? Don't know.
Let's talk about potential plot for this.
Yeah.
The first thing that came to mind, which would be very exciting, we know there are Deadpool variants in this. Whether it's going to be a play on Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe / Deadpool kills Deadpool.
I thought that would be cool. I did think about that when he was watching the trailers. Would he go and go to the other films and kill everyone? But you'd have to get back all the actors. And I really don't. As much as there's rumours every day, like, oh, they're trying to get back Robert Downey Jr., trying to get back Chris Evans. I really hope they don't do that because it ended so perfectly in Endgame. And I don't think they will. So I feel like they kind of can't do Deadpool kills the MCU. He could kill the Fox X-Men.
I think that's likely what's going to happen, is him killing off all of these extra universes that aren't mainline.
Him being hired by the TVA to kill off all of the other.
Yes.
That would be a really good idea.
Yeah.
And as much
killing
as
off all the Fox characters, killing off other Deadpool variants.
Well, you know someone else who's confirmed for it. It's Jennifer Garner's Elektra from Daredevil and then Elektra. Will we see Ben Affleck's Daredevil? I really hope so. But it'd be cool if we got to see, like, is it Nicholas Hammond, that Spider-Man from the 70s? And, like, just all of these ones.
Japanese Spider-Man.
Yeah, Japanese Spider-Man. I'd love to see all that
Yeah.
stuff. But like we were saying earlier, like, I've got mixed views because from a story perspective, it's so lazy. And it's also, I've seen it before so much, just getting back cameos. That's all superhero movies are now. But it's also like, yeah, I will get kicked out of it. So I'm conflicted.
It would be great. It looks really good. We do know a couple people who've worked on it, and we've only heard great things. Only MCU film this year.
It is. And it's also probably the only MCU film that's announced that I care about in the slightest. And probably TV show too.
Yeah, I know.
I guess the Avengers films, but I don't know what else.
Yeah, Madame Web, obviously.
Obviously. Madame Web. Craven the Hunter.
I know.
But if our idea is true and he goes around pruning the other universes, can he just fucking prune those ones? Can he just get rid of... Can he prune Craven the Hunter before it's even released, please?
But great. If we miss anything, please let us know. I know we're probably wrong about 90% of the stuff we've spoken about. Comment below, tell us how wrong we are.
So we have some surprises.
Let us know any characters you think might crop up. Maybe Matthew Vivian will turn up. Who knows?
I think I'm actually a variant. I'm playing Wolverine now because Hugh Jackman's done. He got killed off. He's come back for one, so he can wear the suit.
Famously.
I'm Wolverine.
And you're built different as well. So...
Well, I am shorter than him, but to be fair, I'm still taller than Wolverine. But I am as muscular. Right, I think we've taken up enough people's times.
Goodbye.
Bye. That was abrupt.